Hello everyone, welcome back. This is a second video in this series right here. This is all about your education when it comes to crypto, and this is completely free. So I'm going to show you a couple of free tools that you can use to find legitimate exchanges that will be considered CX or DEX. What are they? What are CX? What are DEX? So it is April 4th today. It is in Asia right now. So same time, I just recorded a previous video on finding legitimate coins and tokens. Okay. I'm going to use a lot example right here. And this is not a foolproof keyword, not a foolproof method, but it has not failed me so far. But it did fail quite a bit of people. So you really want to use it as a reference for now. Keyword as a reference. Okay. So depending on where you're located, for example, if I'm in Hong Kong, so I'm covered under the Hong Kong law. So is the exchange register with the financial regulator in your own region or territory? You want to know about that. That's the first thing you want to ask for now. And why did I say it's not completely foolproof? Because if that company decides to rug pull your money, yeah, it may be gone, but the government will cover some of your deposit. That's something that you need to know about. Okay. Every country, every territory have their own financial regulator. I'm also Canadian. So that means that I can even look at the BCSC in my case, because that's where I'm originally from. Okay. And in Canada, all the different exchanges are also, actually, it's not exchanges, sorry. I meant all the different provinces, all 10 provinces right now, they are also harmonized. So if a company or exchange is registered, for example, in Ontario, you can also use it in Alberta if you're from Alberta or from British Columbia. Okay. So that's the law right now in Canada. In US, if you're from the US, unfortunately, you got to go through the SEC. And I'm still trying to figure out what are they doing in the US. Ugh, ayah. That's all I can say right now. All right. So, first thing first, go back to CoinMarketCap. Very good tool to have. I'm going to go to exchanges. Couple years ago, we did not really have a lot of infrastructure and so on. People put money on FTX. It was the second largest exchange in the world and went bye bye kapoof. Ugh, not good. So that's unfortunate. My exchange to go for that's still Binance. It's always been in Binance. I try to avoid even something like Bybit just because of the fact that you can't use it in Hong Kong. Okay. OKX, same problem. BitGet, I cannot use it in Hong Kong. Coin, Coinbase Exchange, it's one of the best one in the US, but I have heard a lot of nightmare with them. So at least if they're listed as a top 10 exchange, so that's something that you want to look at. I'm going to go back to this right here. I'm going to go on Binance. Yes, I have my Binance account. So it is not always foolproof, but it still worked for me so far. Keep that in mind, okay? So you can use it as a reference or you can just take it with a grain of salt, okay? So token allegation. This is what we call the proof of reserve right here. Very important to have. 2 years ago, I talked to a lot of JPEX user in Hong Kong, and they're using JPEX. Why? Someone told them. That's it. They have a lot of advertisement in Hong Kong, right? But I asked for this kind of information. What is their reserve? Do they have what we call a one-to-one backing in reserve? Did they report that? Have that been audited? So you want to know that right here. If they don't have what we call a one-to-one backing in bare minimum, I don't want to use it. So remember FTX, right? So you want to have this information, all this transparency information right here. Submit, update information, and so on. So Binance is quite transparent. I like Binance for this. Yeah, so this is not bad. This is pretty good. Okay. If you go to something like Bybit, you guys remember Bybit last month, they were hacked. So they'll give you all this kind of information. Okay. I have to really thank my hometown boy, CC, for that. You guys don't know we're from the same hometown. Okay. So Coinbase Exchange, they have these kind of information as well. So it's good to see that. But not every single exchanges will have this information. I don't know if L Bank have it. I think they have it. Yeah, that's good that they have reserve information. So all of this information, it's a bit of a safety net. They may still rug pull on you. It's still possible, but it's a safety net to know that, hey, at least they can tell you, yeah, we still have a one-to-one backing. Okay. So in this list in here, as long as they have a one-to-one backing, they show you the list, tell you, okay, what we have. Okay, I am pretty confident. Now, in CoinMarketCap, you can see that there are some exchanges. You can see that they said no reserve data available right here and right here, right? If they don't have that, I don't like it. I am not gonna work with them. I will try to avoid working with them because there's no transparency and I don't like it. It still doesn't mean that, oh, they're 100% dangerous, but it just means that they're not giving you a lot of information to work with. Okay. Hashkey Global, that is a Singaporean company. They will have that too because they're regulated, by the way, by the Hong Kong SFC as well. The first company licensed and regulated by the Hong Kong SFC. So right here you can see that license Hong Kong. And yes, I did work with them. They're not too bad, but it's very limited. So I kind of like this in here, but it's still not that much in terms of like information. They don't have that much in reserve. So this is why I should prefer to work with Binance. It's just the way I am. Okay. You don't have to use Binance, but just my advice is that use an exchange A, at least regulated in your territory. Number one. And B, do they have the reserve information? Big, big, big thing. Okay. That's called centralized exchange now. This is all centralized exchange. Okay. Now we're going to go to decentralized exchange. What is a decentralized exchange? Decentralized exchange is just a computer program online. That's it. No one's actually really running it. And you will need to connect your wallet to those exchanges. Sometimes I don't like them because sometimes their gas fee could be pretty high and it's not easy to use. But people want to use them in a lot of cases because of the fact that they don't want to go through a centralized exchange. They don't have to rely, there is a human on the other end to give you your token. It's all about your control. Okay. So some people like it, some people don't. So the most well-known one is called Uniswap. So Ethereum, they run on Ethereum blockchain. Right now, Curve Finance is pretty good on Ethereum network. Raydium is high right now because of the fact that a lot of people are using Solana. Solana blockchain. So that's the reason why. So a lot of these different exchanges, they will have a specific blockchain that they work with. Sometimes they don't. Okay. In most cases, they do. I can go to Sui, one of my favorite coins. I can go to something that's BSC, that's Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, and Solana right here. Okay. And Base as well. So you can see a lot of information right here. So I'm going to go to the best and most well-known example. That is Uniswap right here. Go to version 3 for now. So I click on this. I can go to the official website right here. Spot trading volume, they have this much. And it's pretty good information that they have. In terms of decentralized exchange, there's something that's called total value lock. Not all of these exchanges will have those information for you, but in most cases that they should have that. And the more value lock that they have, that's TVL, the better it is, the more stable it is. And right here, right on top, I'm going to move myself down. You can see connect, right? Click on it. You can connect your wallet straight to this website here. So pretty good to have. Okay. You can go to pool right here. You can explore quite a bit. Something's wrong in here. So maybe I'll load another one, right? I'm going to go to one of my favorite swap there. That is Shiba Inu swap. Shiba swap, correction. And I used to use this a lot. Keyword used to. Not much lately because I haven't been trading Shiba Inu that much now. Okay. So right away, you can see the liquidity pool right here. How much TVL, you can see it right here. That's pretty healthy when they have $61 million in volume, sorry, in value locked. That's pretty healthy. Okay? And you can see how much token and what kind of token pairing they have. So I like this. You can also do bridge. What it is that you're bridging one token blockchain to another blockchain. That's called a bridge. And I'm not going to split into this, okay? So this is why it is one of my favorite decentralized exchange because it is so easy to use. It is, yes, it's a bit of an endorsement because I'm a fanboy, all right? So recap a little bit. Centralized and decentralized exchange, what they are. Centralized exchange is like a stock market, and there's someone involved running in it. And decentralized, it is just a computer program, nothing more. Okay. Now, I'm going to do another review for you because I've done a lot of these already. I'm going to go back to Avalanche, okay? Why I don't recommend this. In here, I don't see any information. I cannot find it on CoinMarketCap. If I do a search, nothing, nothing at all. So I don't know what I'm working with. And it is supposed to be a trading platform, but they offer you a passive trading. So they trade for you. That risk is extremely high because they're trading for you. You have no control over your token. You have no control over your money, and you're giving them money to trade on your behalf. And if they decide to rug pull on you, bye-bye, done, gone. So another problem is that because they're supposed to be based out of Toronto in my country, but they're not registered with the Ontario Securities Commission where they're supposed to. So that is another big red flag right here. Yes, I know. Binance is not registered with Canada. So this is my own Binance account, okay? But why did I use it? Because they have been around for a long time, founded by my homeboy, CC, and the fact that they have been very transparent so far, okay? Like I said, this is not a foolproof solution, what I'm showing you right now, but this is just how I see it. You can take it with a grain of salt or you can use it as a reference. Okay, so this is it for now. Hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.